Over the years, a number of impossible to explain phenomena have been witnessed. From sightings of supernatural phenomena to unidentified flying objects to a number of strange lights and impossible to explain circumstances, it feels as if no story is too out there. Recently, various people in China have said that strange things are being sighted in the sky. Some photographs that sparked interest were captured by a dashcam. The images showed what appeared to be large crafts hovering in the sky, with the object being so big that people even stopped in the middle of the road to get a better look. Many quickly took out their phones so they could take images of the unidentified craft, saying that it was able to hover motionless in the sky. Passengers can be seen pointing at the UFO, with some eyewitnesses coming forward after the event and saying that people were saying it was a UFO. News stations caught wind of the event and even covered it, saying that whatever this object was caused everyone to leave their cars and look up. Allegedly, some of the eyewitnesses who were in the region during the time of the sighting said that this craft was seen across various cities, and that before it was photographed here, many residents reported seeing strange lights during the night. After this UFO was photographed, many speculated that this craft may have been responsible for the strange lights that were seen. There's some though who have said there's a theme with many of these sightings, with skeptics saying that the majority of these images are blurry, and that you can't make out what the object is. Another person went on to say the following: "Nothing to see here. This is most likely a Chinese lantern or a police drone." End quote. With another person saying the following: "It's always amazed me how these images of UFOs are always so blurry. Why is it that with all the tech we have nowadays we can't capture a clear photograph of a UFO?" End quote. Many people have hit back these comments though, with one user saying the following: "The whole argument around why there's not clear photographs of UFOs is a frustrating one. Take your iPhone camera for example and put it on maximum zoom and see what happens. It immediately goes fuzzy. Then try and take a photograph of something in the distance. Now imagine you're in a car whilst this is happening. It's near impossible to get a clear photograph of anything under these circumstances." One of the things that many people don't seem to mention is that while camera quality in everyday phones has massively increased, they're only really good for up-close photographs. Anything that's over 5 meters away starts to get blurry. Also, the majority of people aren't expecting to see UFOs, so the whole encounter is rushed. People are normally doing everyday things and don't expect to see a UFO, so when it happens they just pull out their phones and try to take the best photo as possible. It's not like people can walk around 24/7 with a tripod and a HD camera waiting for UFOs. End quote. It seems the interest in UFOs have only increased in recent years. Various photographs and videos have made their way into the mainstream media, with government officials even coming forward and saying that they're investigating these crafts, and that some of them are in fact genuine. This has caused people to look into the subject with a more open mind. Interestingly, there's not many places where these unidentified flying objects haven't been recorded, and one place that's had its fair share of UFO reports is that of China. When UFOs are reported in China, however, it doesn't have much of an impact. It's usually debunked straight away and people seem to forget about it. A large amount of these crafts have been photographed from this region, and it seems that it's only when they reach social media that they have an impact, with people then asking what they are and where they came from. This is what happened back in 2018, when many residents noticed what appeared to be strange glowing lights in the sky above Beijing. Multiple residents saw these crafts and started to snap photographs. One eyewitness described the lights as looking like a cone, and that every so often it would give off bright colours. Others said that the lights would suddenly appear in the sky before mysteriously vanishing. Even though the strange event was witnessed by many people in the region, an explanation was not given for what was seen that night. One researcher, Yugin, reported that the object was high in the sky at the time it was seen, and that it definitely wasn't a satellite or any other man-made object. It's important to note as well that there were no rocket launches in the area at the time of the reports, leaving some to say that the only explanation that can be given is that this was in fact a genuine unidentified flying object. As of today, Chinese state media has given no official explanation about the strange-looking objects. It's also interesting to note that the area in which the objects were seen is highly restricted, so it's unlikely to have been a man-made aircraft. Others have also suggested that the object in question could have been the military testing out some new tech, but as some have pointed out, it's unlikely they would have done this over such a crowded space. Interestingly, similar-looking objects have been seen in various countries across the world, causing some to put forward the idea that these objects don't belong to us. UFO researchers who live in China also say that many sightings get censored and doesn't end up reaching the masses, saying that there's a lot of UFO sightings that the general public doesn't know about. Non-believers have said the cause of the lights could be down to atmospheric conditions, suggesting that it could be similar to ball lightning or earthquake lights. Another idea was that it could have been a resident using something like a drone. However, this doesn't explain how the lights vanished and then reappeared. As of today, what was seen that night remains a mystery. So what do you make of these interesting photographs? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.